You'll want to hit mute when they bring on the demon in a pantsuit. Yes, with election hopes waning, Dems promote Hillary's complaining. On Tuesday, the joyless Joy Reid welcomed Hillary Clinton to her horrendous show, and Clinton was in full GOP bashing mode. It's just like the good old days when Bill was accused of sexual misconduct and Hillary roamed the halls like She-Hulk in a pantsuit. Too bad she's got less material than a Third Eye Blind cover band. And like any old tired act, she stuck to her greatest hits without playing any new stuff. But maybe her new tunes got wiped clean on that server. I wonder if there's always been a streak of violence, of racism, misogyny, anti-Semitism.
There's always been a streak of violence, of racism, misogyny, anti-Semitism. It has certainly been thrown into very high relief by the horrific attack on Paul Pelosi. Is not just an aberration where one or two people or a small group engage in that kind of violent rhetoric and urge people to take action against political figures. We're seeing a whole political party.
All right, Ben Franklin. I know this is whataboutism, but you murder people. So, I kid. You know, the Dems are getting desperate when they're forced to trot out this tub of bitter putty a week before the midterms and right before she's about to lay eggs and molt. Later, Hillary dropped what felt like an update to her basket of deplorables comment from 2016, which did so well for her in that election. Listen to this nonsense after Reid asked Hillary if she thinks people grasped what a GOP takeover in Congress would mean.
I don't think people are able to really grasp that. But more importantly, I'm not sure they really understand the threats to their way of life. They may think that whoever's chairing a committee is, kind of abstract.
She makes nails on a chalkboard seem like Beethoven. If only there was a drug that let you block hearing her voice ever again, and I would totally take it.
There's always been a streak of violence, of racism, misogyny, anti-Semitism.
She ever go away?
Wishing you could watch TV without the irritating screeches of Hillary Clinton?
Boy, do I.
Well, now you can. Introducing Halaxium, a one-of-a-kind pill designed to block out Hillary's incessant diatribes once and for all. Now, instead of endless complaining about the GOP, you'll hear sounds that are infinitely more pleasing to the human ear. Go ahead, try it. They're in your pocket.
Hey, how'd these get in here?
Let's not worry about that now. Give it a shot.
Okay. Wow, bluegrass!
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Take 2 pills and you'll hear something else. Here's your NFL scores for Week 8. The Eagles took down the Steelers 35-13, while the Bills bested the Packers 27-17.
Amazing! I love up-to-the-date sports scores. I'm going to take 3 now.
It doesn't mean that Hillary would have been a good choice either. She was a terrible choice. She's a corrupt politician, one of the most unlikable people that's ever run for office.
Whoa! Joe Rogan podcast. So it's messing with my vision now too?
I guess. The effect is different for everyone.
No, wait a second. I've had like 6 pills. Is that safe?
No idea. But at least you won't hear Hillary anymore.
Fine with me.
So try Halaxium today.
All right. Cat, is this Sour Grapes tour now turning into like, I'll say anything? I'll just say anything to get attention.
Yeah, but it's harder to pay attention. I don't even need that pill because when she was talking, I kind of zoned out.
Yeah.
And I should not have done that because the stuff she was saying sounds real scary.
Yeah.
Nobody should be talking about, the end of life as we know it and the end of democracy, the end of our freedom. And I'm like, whatever. I should not be having that response.
Yeah.
But I am because she's been saying this for so long. Mm-hmm. This is all she's been saying for years, and it hasn't happened. I mean, the closest example, the worst example, I guess, would be January 6th, which, guess what? Didn't work.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. Tyrus, is this kind of like I think she believes that this is how she maintains a shred of relevance. Is demonization.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd rather be forgotten. She goes on there, and she can't even commit to the act anymore. I think she's just tired, and she's trying to get more bookings, and the only one's calling is Joy. You know, you're like, oh boy, it's either this or The View. So, you know, she's running out of spots. But when you say things like there's a stream of the GOP, a scotch, a smidge, what is that, like 6 people? We got to worry about 6 in the GOP, and that's it. I think that's a good number, because I'll take that. If there's 6 guys and we say no, Jebediah, you stay here. We're going to go fix the country. You stay working on the trucks. We got you. I mean, she can't even put the numbers out there like there's this giant MAGA mob just roaming everywhere, doing bad stuff like going to work, paying taxes, and wanting their children to have good education. Like,
it's so dangerous, Jamie.
You got to watch them. Dressing up their trucks with American flags. What a world coming to. Pledge of Allegiance at Little League baseball games. What?
Jamie, what do you, is there sour grapes? She makes actually you seem pretty successful.
She does, which I'd like to thank her for that. But is it just me? She's like telling people they're stupid.
Yes.
And you can't grasp this. She can't grasp the moisturizer. I'm sorry. It's like hard to watch. Is this all they have? This is all they have.
This is all they got.
This is all they have.
They
to
got
put
one
forth?
day.
That's all they got.
And I feel like if we had seen videos of this years ago, if we had seen what she was really like, I feel like when the Lewinsky thing happened, we would have been like, Bill, we get it. We get it.
Caitlin, you were nodding along to what our so-called comedian was saying, that they don't have anything. It's so
have
obvious.
Nothing. And by the way, Hillary, I mean, I just want her to be gone. She's been around politics forever.
Yeah.
It's time. You know, I'm sure she's got enough money. She's embezzled enough money out of this over the years and hid it away that she could live a very nice life playing in the fourth quarter. And by the way, she needs to work on her hair and makeup for these things. It just wasn't working.
No, it wasn't.
But after listening to her, okay, it looks like if the Republicans take the House and the Senate, the way she's talking, we're all going to die.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
exactly.
like it's over with.
Yeah.
But it's nice to know we're going to die from the Republicans and the senators taking over. AOC said we're going to die in 12 years, like we have about 3 more years before we're all going to die from climate change.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to get us.
We're all going to die.
Yeah, we're all going to die. So why not go with the Republicans?
Yeah, so why not die with some good Republicans?
You'll have more money in the bank.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, how much longer will the system fail when Democrats endorse no cash bail?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.